Hello everyone, this is James Song here. Welcome back to the TOEFL show. This is episode 38 of the TOEFL show. Today, following on from the previous episode, episode 37, I'm going to do a complete lesson one more time on the same question, which is TOEFL writing question 2, writing for an academic discussion. I'm going to give you one more lesson video on the same question because this time question type is a little bit different from the episode 37. So TOEFL writing question 2 can give you two different question type within the same question. So one could be closed question like last time, or one could be open question like we are doing it today. So as I promised to give you a complete lecture on each and every question type, I thought it's very valuable and it's necessary for you to make a separate video covering closed question type of TOEFL writing question 2 and open question type of TOEFL writing question 2 as well. Okay, so we are doing that today. So let's jump right in. So, same screen you see, the format, as the last episode. So your professor is teaching a class on economics, so just cut that down. So I'm going to get a question based on economics subject. Write a post responding to the professor's question. So, answer this question, all right? And what do you have to do? What do you have to accomplish to get a real high score or good score or perfect score? What do you have to do? Express and support your opinion. Okay, so I have to show my subjective view that's answering the question. So express my opinion and support it. So this is going to be what, why, how development, obviously. Okay, so answer my question and support my argument, my opinion, meaning I can back it up with reason and further explain from third person's perspective or provide an example to solidify my reasoning, right? Okay, that's easy enough. And make a contribution to the discussion. I have spent a lot of time, a good amount of time in the last video defining what this means, analyze what this means, and what do you have to do exactly to achieve this scoring criteria. Okay, make a contribution to the discussion. So please watch the previous video, episode 37. You must, okay, watch both. Don't just watch this episode because this is only for the open question type. And the last question, because it was the first video covering this question type, TOEFL writing question 2, I have explained this in, like real detailed fashion. So please watch the video to understand what you have to do exactly, okay? So I'll just mention again very briefly. If I can explain this in one sentence, in your answer, this is basically asking you to add your own contents, okay? So you should have your own opinion to answer the question, plus your reasoning should be original and should be something additional in value above and beyond what is already written here. In other words, you cannot just copy paste some wording and then kind of steal it and then just put it in as your answer. Then you will not be making enough contribution to the discussion, but you are just copying and pasting someone else's reasoning, someone else's idea, so you will not get such a high score, okay? So this is not going to be a problem for us. as I explained in previous video. So we end up writing around 150 words or even longer. Or if it's really short, it will turn out to be like 120 or 130 words. But okay, our answer will be around 150 to 200 words typically. Okay. All right. So let's check the question. What is the question, Professor? Professor Hansen says, today, when people are asked about the most important discovery or invention made in the last 200 years, okay? So when people are asked about this question, people in general mention something very obvious, okay? Like computer or cell phone is their answer, okay? So if you ask many people, a lot of people say, yeah, computer, I think is the most important discovery or invention made in last 200 years. Or I think it's a cell phone. Mobile phone is the most important discovery or invention made in last 200 years for our civilization, okay? But there are thousands of other discoveries or inventions that have had a huge impact on how we live today. Of course, it's not just a computer and cell phone. There are so many things, okay? Like, that have changed our lifestyle, okay? Impacted our human civilization, not just the computer and cell phone. There must be so many things, okay? What scientific discovery or technological invention from last 200 years other than computers or cell phones? So you cannot mention computers or cell phone. Let's put them aside. So if you have to choose one, if you can choose like one thing that is important, okay, very important, that had a huge impact on how people live today, other than computer and cell phone, what can you choose? Okay, so this is completely open question, okay? You cannot choose from the options here. They are not giving you any option, okay? Think of it by yourself and come up with the answer, okay? We have to think of one discovery or invention made in the last 200 years that made an important role or had a big impact on how humans live today. I have to think of one. Just, treating like speaking section question 1, like quick brainstorming, quick, smart, clever, simple, easy brainstorming. I can think of like internet, obviously, internet goes hand to, very related. You use internet by using the computer, but computers and internet are two totally different things. So internet is not computer, obviously. So I can say this. Or airplane, maybe. I don't memorize exactly what year airplane was invented, and also I'm talking about cargo airplane or civilian airplane that is pretty modern. So I'm pretty sure it's within 200 years, but wow, I'm ready. Okay. And we may or may not get some help from other students, but let's quickly read through. You never know, before we try, we may get some hint. Paul says, I'm thinking about medical progress as like very important invention or discovery. So what about it? Tell me more. Like, for example, when scientists discover things about healthy nutrition. Yeah. In the last 200 years, even last 10 years, okay? Last 50 years or whatever. Scientists, doctors, and researchers keep coming up with, this is good for us. We should eat this way. We should live this way. This kind of food has this kind of, benefit. So we should eat those, that kind of thing. I'm thinking of identifying, categorizing, learning, recognizing all the vitamins we need to stay healthy. The scientists discover, we need vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin B, and there are, several types of vitamin B, of course, and, other vitamins to stay healthy. What are they? And even how we can consume them, by, consuming some kind of foods or even supplements. Okay. So I'm not sure exactly when the vitamin discovery happened, exactly what year or date, you don't need to know. But Paul knows that, identifying like vitamins and, identifying, different vitamins that we need to stay healthy, that's very important, of course, because it contributes to better health. It made a contribution to our health, like here, like this questions criteria. Okay. So our health is much better shape than it was 200 years ago. I mean, it has many different factors. Our environment, got more comfortable, convenient, and also medical advancement in terms of surgery from doctors, that's also contributing. But certainly, identifying all these different vitamins that we need to stay healthy is one factor that made our health better than 200 years ago. And, obviously, we are living longer and stronger in a healthier way than 200 years ago, right? Why did I read Paul first? Okay, Kelly is on the top, right? So let's read Kelly's answer as well. I mean, we are so used to science and technology that we are not even aware of all the things we use in our daily lives. So Kelly is being quite creative, quite in-depth. So something that people are not exactly aware of. Tell me, I would probably choose space satellites. Wow. Wow. It's pretty specific and detailed, sophisticated even. Okay. So satellite, watch TV, signals to our phones, internet, Wi-Fi, and obviously GPS, navigation, all that kind of things. Satellite plays a big role for us to use that, right? As you know. This technology happened in the last 100 years, okay? So that answers the question. And it has become important for so many things. Tell me, just think about navigation, GPS or telecommunication to make calls and do different things, internet and other signals, other communication signals, or even the military. Okay, all right. So yeah, let's assume we already kind of brainstorm. We are going to say internet or airplane because we are that smart. We came up with a quick answer in a simple way, very, very quickly, just like doing question 1 in speaking section. Let's say we have kind of brainstormed the answer very quickly already. Or if we haven't, okay? How much help, honestly, did you get from reading Kelly's answer, Kelly's comment, Kelly's post, or Paul's post Have we got a lot of help or not? This is important to analyze. No, we didn't. We didn't get any help. And we're thinking like as far as actually we didn't even have to read it, right? Right? We don't need this information to develop our answer. And you may feel that you almost kind of wasted your time, valuable time a little bit. So don't spend too much time unnecessarily reading other students' answer. Why do you think that is? Let's analyze. Let's do some critical thinking, okay? Why do you think that is? Because, yeah, you got it. Question type is an open question, okay? Right? When it's closed question, probably you need to choose one between two. Or if, let's say, it is divided to, something is positive or negative, then you can get a lot of help because, your answer might be slightly different or exactly same, from one of these two students. And because your answer is the same, or even if it's not the same, it will be same direction or opposite direction of these two students, you can actually get a lot of direct and indirect help and hint from the answer. You could use it, or you could apply from it, or you can make some inference, or you can develop more detailed explanation. But you cannot really do that fundamentally, if you think about it, when you face the open question. Why? Because the answers may be, most of the times, completely different. It's almost like irrelevant. It's almost like off topic. It's almost like answering the different question, okay? Like my answer, internet or airplane, may have like no coherence or relationship or connection to identifying vitamins or medical progress. It's like completely mutually exclusive answer, which means it has no relationship with each other. Okay? So how can we get help from something that is completely irrelevant, completely different, completely mutually exclusive? We cannot. So it's a big tip and very, very crucial strategy you should implement here. You should expect not to get a lot of help or hint when you read other students' answer. Okay? You may be curious, you may still want to read it, but read it quickly, and you may get some general ideas. If you're really smart, you may not, but don't expect to get a lot of hints from other students' answer when you are facing open question, unlike closed question. Okay. Plus, okay, maybe it's just simpler. Okay. Don't think it's more difficult. It's just different. We can just develop our own answer. That's it. So, it may become a simpler answer. Who knows, right? So now we got the solid answer. Okay, so just step by step, let's say what, why, how as a 3-step. Then first step we already accomplished. If we can just answer this question in one sentence, we can say, in my opinion, invention of internet is a very important invention made in the last 200 years that greatly impact people's life. Then that's a perfect answer. Okay, so we need to take this to step 2. We need to do some note taking. This is exactly what you need to do when you are at the test center. Okay, so we need to do note taking by plan our answer, structure our answer, and develop our answer to fullest, as complete as possible, to avoid facing writer's block, which I go into and mention in detail in my last video. So that's another reason why you should watch the last video as well, probably several times, I hope. Okay, so let's go to the next step and let's brainstorm. Let's make note taking together. Let's plan and develop our answer together. Let's go, guys. Okay, guys, we're back with the different screen setup. So let's plan and develop our writing answers together perfectly. So I'm going to say internet. And first reason is that I'm going to say, so how much or what way it impacted our lives today. If I come up with two different ways that have changed our lives in really important, significant, beneficial way, and that would be good support, good reason and explanation for this answer, right? So I'll say it revolutionized the way we learn and get knowledge, acquire. I'm going to use this word. Okay. And, before internet, probably we needed to read a lot of books, research different books, different articles from different magazine, journal, search different university thesis from big libraries, right? To gain a lot of knowledge and read newspaper and things like that. But, it totally revolutionized how we learn and how much information or knowledge we gain by using internet, because we have internet, if we just use our search engine, we have like all the information that is possible for us to acquire at our fingertips. Okay, as soon as we use the internet and search engine, right? So it totally revolutionized how we learn and how much knowledge we can get, or how we get the knowledge, how we get information, right? So we can just use the internet and use search engine and type in the keyword that we want to learn. Then, we get the countless, almost unlimited number of results, options that we can browse and look into to start learning about what we want to know, right? Okay. So use search engine and acquire anything and everything we want so quickly, maybe too much information, a lot of information immediately. All right. Obviously, both some good information, legitimate information, and some we get like fake news, fake knowledge, and bad information. That's how much we get. Like, maybe we get too much. That's another debate, right? Okay. So we can acquire a lot of any information or knowledge really quickly by using internet. Okay. All right. So second reason, it made our lives a lot more convenient and comfortable and easy. Or you could say, you could do almost everything, like a lot of things by internet online. So it made it easier, faster, more convenient, and you don't have like a physical limitation when you want to do something anymore. Okay, you don't have to you know, if you're a little tired, you don't want to physically move to the supermarket, you can shop online. Okay, if you don't have time, or you know, department store to buy some clothes is very far away, just log in, use internet, and shop clothes you want at the department store, but online. Okay, or you know, you could even work remotely. You don't have a physical limitation. You don't have to go to the office if you don't want to, if you're not allowed, if you don't have to, or even taking like a university classes, right? If you choose to. I'm not sure whether I recommend it or not, but if somebody wants to or need to, you can even, you know, study university education and get a degree online by using internet. There is no like a physical limit in whatever you want to do. You can pretty much do a lot of things. I wouldn't say everything, but you know, you can do a lot of things by using internet that makes your life more convenient, comfortable. Okay, and it eliminates like a physical limitation, right? You can do all of that as long as you can use internet. Okay, so how should I write? Okay, so by using internet, our lives become more comfortable, convenient. Okay, and we don't have physical limitation on what we want to do. Or I might just stop here. Otherwise, it would just become too long. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, let's see. So, you know, we can even like, you know, online shopping. Okay. We don't even have to meet physically to see each other's face. We can make a video call. We can use Zoom, whatever, and to see each other's face. We can, you know, work remotely, which may be saving a lot of time by not commuting. Okay, a lot more comfortable just doing it comfort of your own home, right? Or even take education, you know, classes online. Okay, that's a lot of things we can say. So maybe I might just cut it here to make our answer a little shorter, clearer, and better, you know, more effective answer, but in more efficient way. Okay. We don't want to make a overly complicated answer if we don't have to. Okay. All right, cool. So today is a complete lesson video. So I won't really give you like a demonstration, okay, which I will do in future videos, you know, someday, right? Maybe next video or some other times. So, you know, I'll type this up in a like a complete answer format, and I'll put it up, and I'll compare it with with our notes, and then you can really observe and double check how our notes became the full sentences to complete the perfect answer. Okay, all right, let's do the last step. Let's go, guys. All right, guys, let's finish this by looking at the full script, model answer. Okay. In my opinion, you don't need a fancy introduction. It's just a post. This is not a formal essay. So don't waste your time and effort trying to write absurd formal like introduction. It's not required. You're just writing a post. Okay. In my opinion, other than computers and cell phones, the internet is, so directly answer the question so you don't accidentally lose any points. Okay. Answer the question directly. Other than computers and cell phone, the internet is one of the most important discoveries and invention made in the last 200 years that have significantly impacted our lives and continue to have a substantial, huge impact on people's lives, in my opinion. Okay, so directly expressed my opinion. Score. Let's support my answer. First, the internet revolutionized how people acquire knowledge and information. For example, so I'm going to use an example as an explanation. It's up to you. Do you remember how I lectured question 1 in speaking? We're going to use all the know-hows, all the skills and tips from there to write this post effectively, efficiently, as easy and simple as possible, but one will still score perfect score every single time. Okay, so you could just give a quick example as a type of explanation. All right, if it's easy for you. For example, when we type in what we want to know in the search engine, if we're using internet, we can get countless amount of information and knowledge instantaneously, like immediately, about the subject we want to learn about. This is how you get information and knowledge when using internet. It has revolutionized how you get knowledge. All right. Consequently, so therefore, people can gain knowledge and information easier and quicker by using the internet than before. Moreover, second reason, our lives have become a lot more convenient and comfortable by using the internet, as I have mentioned here. If you want to check the notes into the sentence, here you are. Okay, please reference it. Okay, how my notes become the full sentences. That's all you have to do, right? When you make the perfect notes, you structured it and developed it to its fullest, then you know the full sentence already in your head and you're just physically typing it, nothing more. Okay, so this is where we want to become to get the perfect score within 10 minutes every single time we take this test. Okay, so moreover, second, our lives has become a lot more convenient and comfortable by using the internet than ever before. So again, I'm going to use this trick for this question because it's very easy to make a short example to explain this reason. For example, we could do online shopping rather than physically visiting the stores to buy something, buy groceries. They even deliver to our door, right? So it's a lot easier, convenient, less effort. Work remotely online in some jobs, right? If you're allowed. So that allows you to not having to commute, okay? Without having to commute and even take university courses online and get a full degree without ever going to the campus if you don't want to, okay? Courses online without physically visiting actual classrooms. As a result, so consequently, therefore, doing the same things online allows people to save time, enjoy convenience, and be more comfortable. Okay, so this is obviously supporting my topic sentence here. So my answer is complete. It's coherent, it's structured well, it's developed perfectly. And the length, I think it's around 160 words, 164 words. So it's going to be natural length for us using our structure and our strategy. It's going to be a little bit longer than 150 words. I think usually if you write naturally, it will probably almost always end up in between 150 words to 200 words. And even if you wrote 200 words, there is no maximum word limit. So you are not going to get any deduction, or it's not going to penalize you anyway. I have written maybe more than 200 words sometimes when I took my test for the research purposes, and I had no problem getting the perfect full score, 30 out of 30 in writing section and also in this question. Okay, there you have it, guys. This is it. And it's a comprehensive, complete lesson. I did it in two parts. So first is a lot more detail. It's like really complete. There is nothing more I can mention about this question type, TOEFL writing question 2, in my last episode 37. So please watch that first, or if you kind of stumble into this video first, well done. Thank you for that. That's fine. Go back and watch episode 37 also. It will make a lot of sense, and you will be a lot more satisfied knowing that, yeah, I'm equipped, I'm ready. I completely learned this question type. So if I do some practice, then I know I can get better and I can improve my skills. I can improve my ability to get a very high score in TOEFL writing question 2. Okay, so there you have it. I hope to see you again in my next video. Thank you, guys. Bye.